Let's talk about the weather now, because it's one of those days that when you get out of the car, you better be holding on to your door really good, because that thing can go flying.
Especially in a parking lot.
Yes, in a parking lot next to anybody. Yes, that's always my biggest concern for sure. We had so much wind today. We actually had wind gusts near 45 miles an hour in Oklahoma City.
Wow.
So it was very windy. We had a 54 down in Medicine Park in Lawton. So very windy. We also had some very cold temperatures. So combined the wind with the cold temperatures, it just made it feel even worse outside. And we did have some sunshine, so at least that was nice, but you can definitely tell that we've got some pockets of clouds as well. More clouds to the north, a lot less cloud cover to the south. Let's go ahead and go to Lynx 1 and show you what those wind gusts did today. So again, lots of 30s across the northwest, but there's that 54 down in Medicine Park, that 44 in Oklahoma City. We had a gust of 43 in El Reno, but lots of 30s and 40s really all across and just west of I-44. We had a little less wind today in southeast Oklahoma, but it was still windy down there. This is our Blanchard camera up of our Lucky Star Skycam network. You can see the sunshine there. We're at 41 degrees. The north wind is sustained at 22. The wind gusts at 33, so it feels more just like 31. We're at 38 in Guthrie, 37 in Edmond, 39 in Bethany, 42 degrees in Chickasha, and 36 degrees in El Reno. Temperatures dropping down into the low to mid 30s across the north. We have lots of low to mid 30s in the Panhandle and some low 50s still showing up across south central Oklahoma. But we also have that north wind that's still going between about 25 to as much as around 35 miles an hour. The strongest wind gust I'm seeing is still down there in Medicine Park with a gust of 37. So it feels more like the 20s across the north. And we've got 20s and 30s here in the metro, and still some low to mid 40s across the south. And again, a big difference even just compared to yesterday. Now we're 19 degrees colder than this time yesterday, but across the eastern Oklahoma, anywhere between about 25 to as much as close to about 35 degrees colder. So big difference. And tomorrow it's actually going to be even colder. I think we're going to have a little less wind. It's still going to be breezy, but temperatures averaging about 15 degrees below normal. The good news is by Sunday, temperatures start to go up, but I think they're going to be right at normal. By Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, now we're looking at a solid 10 to 15 degrees above normal. Another cold front comes in on Thursday. So by Friday, temperatures go back down, but then after that, we slowly start to climb back up. So nothing terribly cold besides tomorrow, and even tomorrow could always be a lot worse. So the cold front down to the south and east, that's going to continue to move away from us. We're watching this storm. You can see the travelers advisories around it, some winter storm warnings, so there is some snow with it. This is going to continue to drop south and east, and that's going to be moving into the state later tonight. So that could bring at least parts of the Panhandle and northwest Oklahoma some light snow overnight tonight. The metro won't see anything like that at all, but by tomorrow it's going to be cold, still a little windy. By Sunday we see some improvements. Monday, temperatures are back in the 60s. We're going to have another cold front move in, but it's not going to have an impact on temperatures, just a temporary wind shift. But by the time we get into Tuesday, Wednesday, it's going to be warmer. Thursday looks warmer. Thursday afternoon, another cold front comes in, so it will be cooler behind that. But again, at this point, it doesn't look terribly cold behind it. Even by the following weekend, we're still looking dry with temperatures that are just looking cool but not cold. Tonight, though, I'd call this cold. 26 degrees in Jones, 27 Midwest City, 26 in Yukon, and 28 overnight tonight in Chickasha, 24 in Alva, 23 in Ponca City, 25 in Stillwater, and 28 degrees to start out your Saturday in Ada. So overnight tonight, here's where the snow is going to be. I think it's going to be a lot more likely in the western Panhandle, but a moderate chance in the northwest. But if we do get that in the northwest, we're talking maybe a trace, so a dusting at best. But the farther west you go, then we're talking 1 to maybe isolated 2 inches. 39 tomorrow afternoon in Piedmont, 38 in Jones, 39 in Bethany, and 40 tomorrow afternoon in Mustang. Tomorrow also 40 degrees in Ponca City, 41 in Alva, the low 40s in Ardmore, and 45 tomorrow afternoon in Durant. But by Sunday, there's the wind shifting back to the south and west, still a little breezy, but not terribly windy. Now we're looking at a high of 54 degrees, so it's going to be a lot more tolerable. 56 in Ponca City, 57 in Alva, and 55 in Altus. But Monday is looking better. We're going to have less wind, at least in central and eastern Oklahoma. That wind still being out of the southwest. So low 60s in Oklahoma City, mid 60s in Lawton, 67 in Altus. You can see that cool front. But again, that's going to be a temporary wind shift, because by the time we get into Tuesday, now we're back in the upper 60s, but mid 70s on Wednesday. That doesn't last very long before the next front moves in. So by Friday, mid 50s, but 60s by the following weekend. We'll be right back.